Hello, today will be a very unusual video, but I'm sure it will be useful for some of my viewers because this video will be about books for children, mostly for girls, because most of you know that I have two granddaughters, beautiful little girls. YouTube gives me information of the age of my viewers, and I know that almost equally my videos are watching people from 18 and till 65 plus, so basically it covers all age groups basically equally, which means that among my audience are mothers, fathers, grandmothers, grandfathers, cousins, aunts, uncles, brothers, sisters, everybody. And as a grandmother, I'm always looking for some new and interesting and at the same time educational books for my little girls. And that's why I decided to share some of my findings. However, you might know all of them, and then you can just stop watching this video. But I highly recommend you to look through some books at least quickly, so maybe that will be very useful, because I'm not only grandmother, I'm a piano teacher and mathematics teacher and educator, and I think even nowadays, when everybody is concerned about early child education, we have to choose books very wisely. So that not only for pleasure, but also each book should give some knowledge. So here we start with the books on ballet. And again, I'm repeating myself that most books are for girls. But you can choose, of course, you can find a lot for boys too. A lot of books. So first of all, I would like to point out that this Ella Bella Ballerina collection series. There are five. There are actually five. I don't know where one is missing. So it's somewhere. And it gives a beautiful story about little girl who attends ballet classes with Madame Rosa. And they're beautifully illustrated. The hardcover books. Nice paper. Look how beautifully each book is illustrated. It tells, at the end of each book, it tells a little bit about the ballet, when it was first written, what story it is based on, and when it was first staged. It gives little information about Peter Tchaikovsky, the composer of Nutcracker, also Sleeping Beauty, Swan Lake. Also, that's what I'm missing, Swan Lake, but there is also Swan Lake. Yes, the Cinderella is written by Sergei Prokofiev, and it has also this information on that composer as well. You can tell every book has it, and also information about what other ballets and music this composer wrote. So it is not pleasure, it's also the storyline, and it is information on composer. And I would recommend you, it's a little bit pricey, I have to warn you, it's a little bit pricey. And here I found already, see, they're ripping, these beautiful books that could accompany these ballet story books. And these are musical books. See, I can press it. And the overture for the Nutcracker. So you can read the story of Nutcracker, and each page has a little melody from each part of ballet. And they're also beautifully illustrated. There is little information about Peter Tchaikovsky at the end of the book. And here usually my girls press through all these buttons and they know which scene it is already. Also, the same edition gives us a story of orchestra. It's a Swan Lake, also beautifully illustrated, and then again Peter Tchaikovsky. Again, I'm repeating myself that it is a little pricey, but I think it's worth it. That's what I think. And here is Sleeping Beauty also. Yeah. That's wonderful. So this is about the ballet, and I would suggest you to buy also the full CD, or maybe you have access to other music, I don't know, Amazon Music or any other music. So it will be very wise to listen all these ballets and even watch. Maybe from Bolshoi Theater, they do have it, do translate it on YouTube sometimes. So the Nutcracker, and here is one of CDs, 1 hour of music with narration. See, it is the story of Tchaikovsky in words and music. However, it might be too much information for young children. It is more for 7, 8, 9 years old, but because it is CD, you can download to your computer and just choose the tracks that you think are interesting, would be interesting for your child, and just burn CD or just give them to listen what you think is appropriate for their age. And since I'm talking about ballet, I would like to show you this book as well. It comes with the CD, but it's old book. I think now it comes with access to certain website where you can download all the music. So it gives information about a little bit story of ballet, where it started, and some dance positions, the stories of ballets, different ballets, and children will learn not only that there are, more ballets than just Swan Lake, Sleeping Beauty, and Nutcracker. There is a Don Quixote, there is Capella. So here is Capella, absolutely beautiful ballet by Leo Delibes, French composer. So there are Giselle, also the Giselle's little sad story. Maybe we can skip that on that. But Cinderella, we talked about Circus Polka, and so on and so on. I think it's Romeo and Juliet, also a little sad, but Peter and Wolf. So it's a good introduction to composers, to music, ballet, because it gives little information on each of composers and each of ballet. Also, what I would like to add to that is just music of Antonio Vivaldi. So here is a story of orchestra, the same. And to that book with the music of Antonio Vivaldi, I kind of recommend. I'm not excited about this book. However, it gives a little information on Vivaldi. What I don't like about this book is how much it dedicates to how he was born, that he was almost dying, and how mother was praying and he finally survived. So I don't think the little kids do need all that information. I think if book would focus more on how much he did for orphan girls in city of Venice, that would be more useful, more educational for little kids. That's what I think. And of course you have to tell them that Vivaldi was a red hair priest. He had red hair, so you can see, right? So otherwise a book is illustrated beautifully, but personally when I was reading this book to my granddaughter, I skipped the pages that said that he was almost dying and his mother was praying, all that, the story. I skipped that part.